Hey, how are you? Nah, dude. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. No, so I went and looked, right? It's all fucked up. I can literally show you what it looks like when you get a look. I'm gonna show y'all something. I didn't realize this till after the first video. So I sent Amy money so I could see what it would look like. So look at this. Okay. I want you guys to see something. Hold on, where's my finger? Okay, it says Ryan Lee TM with the suitcase. That is my dog. That is my Cash App handle. This says when he got it supposedly, which it says for Fancy's roast. How would he know who Fancy is if I just text him for Fancy roast? Oh, for Fancy roast. Who's Fancy? What the fuck? Anyway, this is the most important part. Look, Ryan Lee TM with the suitcase. Okay, he's saying that when I send him this, this is the receipt. Ryan Lee TM with the suitcase. This is what it looks like to get a Cash App for me. It says Ryan Lee with no suitcase. That's what it actually looks like. Here's what he says he got. Hold on. There's what he says he got. Ryan Lee TM. Because, see, they wouldn't have known to put Ryan Lee. They wouldn't have known to put Ryan Lee. Ryan Lee TM with a suitcase next to it. That means it's a business account. When you get a Cash App from me, it says Ryan Lee, not Ryan Lee TM. Ryan Lee. No suitcase. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to fucking fake screenshots now. That's what we're going to do. And then for me to put for Fancy roast. Who's Fancy? How did he know who Fancy was? Let me guess. Now there's going to be a whole fucking inbox of where I gave him all this information. I already just showed the fucking Cash Apps wrong. At this point, fucking believe anything you want. Thank you, Samantha. I cleaned them so I can see better now. There was a smudge in the middle of them. No, he didn't try to. That's not accurate. That's not accurate. That's not accurate. Not that I want to defend anybody. He is friends with somebody who tried to unalive a 3-year-old. And his thing was, well, we were friends years ago. Right. But they're using that same rhetoric with my husband, who knew a guy 5 years ago. For the whole, your husband's friends with the P3DO. He was friends with him 5 years ago. Don't talk to him anymore. Hasn't talked to him in 5 years. Hung out with him like the one fucking time and put a fucking picture and said Buzz Buddy because we were having a fucking cookout. And I stopped being friends with him like 2 months later. That was 5 years ago. But we're going to drag my husband over coals. So how's it any different? How's it any different? It's not. It's fucking not. You can't say, well, that now he ain't got nothing to do with whatever there. I'm not saying that, but for the people that he's hanging out with, they're saying that because my husband knew somebody 5 years ago, it's some big fucking drama. He's saying, well, I knew this guy, 5 fucking years ago or whatever. It's not a big deal. You're right. It's not. You're right. It's not, which is exactly my fucking point with my husband. If you can be friends with somebody 5 years ago that did something bad and you're no longer friends with them, it doesn't matter. That is my whole point. That has been my whole point this whole fucking time. We're not talking about people. I'm showing the fact that the amount of just stupid shit. I could have literally, if I want to say something about Fancy, Lord knows I've done it enough over the past X amount of months that I've known her. I'm not going to pay somebody else to fucking do it. And the fact that I just showed what a Cash App from me looks like, It's not the same thing. And then you got these idiots in the fucking comments. They're like, "Ooh, he's got receipts." No, the fuck he don't. No, the fuck he does not. Because that's not what it looks like to get a Cash App from me. Oh, let me guess. In the 10 minutes it took for me to get off alive, I dismantled my business account and changed my name on Cash App. Come the fuck on. My God. And then I just send a random for Fancy Roast. How would you know who Fancy is? You'd have to go, what? Figure that out? Like I said, more than likely now there's going to be a whole fucking inbox of me giving everything under the sun, because at this point, you already done faked the fucking Cash App. It wouldn't surprise me. Or whoever the fuck did. Well, no, he said he got it. So either he faked it or he had somebody else fake it. Period. My Cash App does not look like that when I send somebody something. And I tested it just to fucking prove it half an hour ago. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, proof of what? Hey, Goldie. That's where I mean, like, oh my God. That was the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard. People were like, "Oh, there's a receipt." I'm like, "Good luck." I showed my fucking Cash App history over the past 2 days. I'm a broke fucking bitch. Sitting here talking about the fact that my husband took a fucking pay cut. You think I'm gonna pay some motherfucker to roast my friend? I can't even afford half my shit right now, and I'm gonna pay somebody else. No, I Venmo'd you. I Venmo'd you. That was my Venmo. When I sent you that money, that was on Venmo. They changed their name and picture on Cash App just for the screenshots. They're dumb. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I don't know. Somebody should try. That wouldn't work though. Well, I mean, they could. I don't know. Somebody fucking look up his Cash App and see if he changed the picture. That'd be weird if he changed it to my dog. I don't know what his Cash App is to look. I don't think that's what it is. I think they basically took the picture and just, I don't know, fucking made up a screenshot. I had leftover pizza. See, Cash App doesn't let you change your name that often, though. Not that I'm aware of. I don't know. Mine's been like that for a while, so to do that for a fucking screenshot would be wild. That would be wild and dumb. I think more than likely it's just a doctored. Right, but if that was an actual if that was an actual web receipt anyway. But then again, they could have literally had somebody Cash App them or whatever, and then they could have given back the $40 too. So, oh, I don't doubt that. But yeah, at this point, you can either believe me or believe him. I really don't give a fuck. Fancy knows I didn't do it. I know I didn't do it. I showed the fact that that's not what it looks like. And if it was just me saying, "Oh, it's not Ryan Lee TM, it's Ryan Lee," where's the suitcase? What, I dismantled a business account to prove a point in 10 minutes? Nah. Nah. Be so for real right now. My God. Willis, are you Doja by any chance? Because Doja came on and said something like that too. Well, there's idiots on his page that are like, "Oh, you got the receipts." No, you don't. And you know what I don't even understand? I've not said nothing bad in his direction from the beginning. I said that it's bullshit somebody did it, but whatever he's got to do, go do it, whatever. I'm not going to shoot the messenger. Do what you got to do to make money. I'm not going to shoot the messenger. I'm agitated about the people that did it. So I don't know why the fuck you're going to try to pin something on me knowing I didn't fucking do it. Especially when I can show fucking proof. If it was just, oh, I changed my name, I just hid it. Where's the business suitcase? I don't have a business account. Why would I have a business account? For what? I'm not a business. I'm a dumbass social content creator. I'm not a business. I don't need a business account. Or I think that's what that is. Hold on, let me look. I don't even know what that means. Hold on. Why? Hold on. Why would you have a green suitcase on Cash App? Yeah, that's a business account. That's a business account. You use it primarily for business transactions, and the green color indicates a business related feature within the app. It separates your personal and business finances. So yeah, I just totally dismantled my business that I don't have account to prove a point while showing my Cash App history. Make it make fucking sense. Come on. I am freezing. I am like literally shaking. I'm so cold. Oh my God. You like my lamp? Oh, thanks. I got it at IKEA like a bajillion years ago. It's like 10 years old. It's just a lampshade. I was just live and I just heard the absolute dumbest shit I've ever heard, at least in the past 3 days. And I've heard a lot of dumb shit in the last 3 days. People came into my live and said that there's a screenshot. We're actually going to go a step further on the whole I paid. If you're going to try to pin something on somebody, don't do something that makes it that is that easy to discredit. Dumb. Anyway, so today was pretty cool. I went on TikTok and we did some really fun battles. We battled some really, really good people. There was a guy who was pruning his garden. He was pruning his garden. There was somebody who was drawing, and I could only see like they had like a higher voice and they had like longer hair. I kept saying she. And we got done, and he's like, I'm a he. And I'm like, I am so sorry. Oh my God. Like, because I couldn't see. And I just saw like the long thing of hair. And I was like, I am so sorry. Like, I've had that happen to me though, because especially with, having a unisex, more masculine name, and I've had short hair. I've had it happen. So like, I don't, it happens. I like apologize profusely to them. I was like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And then the third one was this woman. She was at work and she was really nice. So we had some really, really good battles and everybody was really cool. As usual, people from our side went over there and helped the people out on each of the other sides. For 3 battles, which was really cool. I love the fact that the people that are battling, go over and help them. I'm always like, go tap their screen, go give them some love, whatever. And I love that we have people that will do that because, like I've said before, I'm not a super competitive person. So, like, yeah, I do like to win. And the first guy, he sniped me, so I lost. He was sitting there pretty chill, and then they threw something at the very end, and he ended up winning. So I'm not a super competitive person. My thing is, we're both gonna get profit from this. So, like, why not? Why not help somebody else out too? So I thought it was fun, Audra. Yeah, I'm shaking and like it's making my back hurt. Okay, Dreamer couldn't have posted the video first. That she couldn't have posted the video first because then it would have been then I would have sent it to Dreamer to roast because it was the $40 thing. So she couldn't have made the video first. That doesn't make any sense. I have her blocked, so I Dreamer's a fucking idiot. She's so annoying. I have her blocked. She is so annoying. I don't even deal with her. I'm just like, stay over there. Like, I'm not even dealing with your shit. For real. I have her blocked. I don't know, actually. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Because she tries to follow me sometimes. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to look. Hold on. Nope, she's blocked. Oh, well, she's blocked and following me back. Hold on. She's blocked. Hold on. You guys got to see this. God damn it. Will you just focus? She's blocked and you can't see this, but the bottom one is, hold on. So she's blocked there. Hold on. Let's see if it, okay. She's blocked on the top one and trying to follow me on the other one. So blocked, follow back. Yeah, you go get your EEG off today. You get it off tomorrow. Ugh. Well, today, technically, yeah. She's something. Like I said, I blocked her. I wondered how, because I remembered blocking her, but then I saw that she tried to follow me. And that's why I just told you, I was like, I'm confused because I think I have her blocked, but I think she's trying to follow me. She apparently has 2 different accounts. So I blocked the first one, and apparently she has another one that she tried to follow me on. That's the most annoying thing. People are like, why don't you just block people? Because I can't, dude. Because I can't. Everybody got blocked. They come back on another fucking account. Hey, miss. You missed the newest tea. You missed the newest debacle. Quit. Okay, so I'll say it one last time just because Miss Missing and Bubbles just showed up. So, this is what happened. I will send it one more time. So, there is a video saying that I paid for Fancy's roast. Here's a supposed receipt of my Cash App, my dog, for Fancy roast, keep me anon, completed, right? Fancy roast, keep me anon, completed. Okay, looks legit. Looks legit, right? Now I want you to pay attention to something. It says Ryan Lee TM with a suitcase, which means it's a business account, by the way. Ryan Lee TM with a suitcase. Now, Kim and Miss both, you both have Cash App me before. This is what it looks like when I send a Cash App. Ryan Lee, not Ryan Lee TM, one word, and no suitcase. Supposedly, apparently when I dropped down and I left, somebody told me her live ended like 2 seconds later. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I was like, I'm gonna go battle by. And then I guess her live ended like really soon after, and then she came into my live. I seen her come into my live. So yeah. So he posts it up on a video, and people are like, "Ooh, he's got receipts," and I'm like, "But he don't." And then I even showed my Cash App fucking history. I haven't showed my history. I'm like, "Look, this is what I've done since yesterday. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but inaccurate." Not that I owe anybody my fucking history, but like, I have nothing to hide, so I don't care. Yeah. I know, right? And in the video, I'm like, look, I was like, I don't even have a problem with you, dude. Like, I don't even have a problem with the fact that you did it. Like, if you're running a business and making money off of doing shit, do it. I'm not agitated at him. I'm not shooting the messenger. Whatever, you do what you got to do. But don't fucking say that I sent money that I didn't fucking send. I ain't got the money to send it. I'm a broke bitch. I am frozen, dude. January, you're having surgery on your knee. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna have to have fucking surgery on my shoulder. Jesus. My shoulder is ridiculous. And like this tape is like not working that great. It's really not. Of course, I've only been doing it for 2 weeks, but like a lot of times it feels better. But then like there's times where it is like awful. Like awful. I have no idea. And the one video he did, he was like, "Yeah, Ryan, you've been keeping your mouth shut." And then this one is like, "You don't know how to be quiet." I've not. What are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? I haven't been live. I was not live on YouTube at all yesterday. And I think I went live for a little bit on TikTok. I can't remember. But other than the original video, which again, did not blame him for, and then the live I had, which again, did not blame him for, I've not said shit. Fancy's been running at the mouth. Fancy's been running nonstop. I'm just like, whatever, you know. I don't think I was on TikTok yesterday, but like I could have been. Like it was a blur. Hey, how are you? I didn't think I was. So I would love to know where. And it's like they've been having 72-hour lives. This just happened 3 days ago. So we've just been live for three straight days. Never mind the fact I've been on YouTube, the day, whatever after that, whatever, by myself, chilling out with you guys. Like the fuck. If you want to have a beef with her because she's running off at the mouth, then have a beef with her for running off at the mouth. But I didn't do shit. Also, she has a right to defend herself, so you? What about you? You're talking about you. Huh? Everybody was messaging me when I was on Emma's panel. I literally went in and all I said was I was on a live with Sir Morbid and he was roasting Brie to a point that I did not think was fair. It was not right and it should not have happened. That's like all I said the entire live. I just happened to stay up on the panel. And then it went to hell in a handbasket. Like when I got up there, it was fine. And then Brie came in, and then Morbid came in, and Fancy came in, and they're all screaming at each other. And I was like, I'm gonna go battle. Peace out, bye. Fancy came in, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I just wanted to say the one thing I said, like, because I don't care if I like somebody or I don't. I don't think it was right, and I didn't. When it happened, there was a lot of people on the panel. There was a lot of people in the room. I did not want to get fucking grilled because I'm like, I'm not going to tell a host what to talk about. I hate when people do that. So I wasn't going to be like, hey, I don't think you should run your live like this. But so I was just quiet. But it's like stuck with me and irritated me because I don't think that that's okay or acceptable. So I saw that her people and she was in that room. So I was like, let me up on the panel. I want to say this. And then I just sat there. And then somebody didn't want somebody up on the panel and was telling Emma not to do it. And I'm like, don't tell people that are hosting a live what to do. It's their live. Yeah. And then, she asked me what I was doing up there and I said it. And then I sat there for a minute and watched like fucking just a dumpster fire of everybody screaming at each other. And I was like, peace out. I'm going to go battle. I wasn't there for that. Originally I went in, I saw Emma was live. And usually if she's live or I live, we pop in and say, hey. So I popped in and I saw that there was a bunch of people on panel. And I just sat down in there and just kind of watched for a minute. Saw that there was people in there that I wanted to hear what I had to say. So I asked if I could get up on the panel for a hot second, said what I had to say. Hello. It doesn't matter if I like you or I don't like you. There's right and there's wrong. So. And she could have said something like, I don't know, some type of a thank you, but I guess I was asking too much. Whatever. But then Sheena actually came in and was saying something in the chat and she's like, okay, I'm going to go now. And I'm like, I didn't see you say anything. So I guess she said it again. She's like, I repeated it. I'm like, I literally can't see what you're saying. So she hopped up in the box and she was like, basically, I appreciate that you said what you said. And I'm like, well, I appreciate that you appreciate that I said what I said. I'm like, literally, I was like, thank you for coming up here and appreciating that I definitely did not have to do that. I definitely did not have to say anything nice or whatever, but I did because that was the right thing to do. I'm cold. I'm so fucking cold, dude. I'm literally yesterday, I was so cold. I put my feet, I literally turned on my shower and put hot water on my feet. Don't do that. It makes it worse. So then I went and sat in front of my fireplace for a little bit, and that helped a little bit, but not a lot. With his what? Oh no, still with this. Okay, sorry. I thought you said his. I was like, what? A Yes, I'm always cold. I'm always freezing. I'm in a sweatshirt right now, which I'm okay there, but it's my toes, dude. My toes are frozen. I went to the gym today and it sucked because 3 of the things I had to do, I could only do 2 reps of instead of 3 because my shoulders started hurting really bad. So there was 3 things that because it was chest day, there was 3 things I had to only do 2 reps on. So I only did 20 instead of 30 of each thing because my shoulder started acting up. And then I did some tanning and whatnot and came home. Or actually, no, and then I went and got the groceries. I had them set for really early. So I took him to work and then I went to the gym and then I picked up the groceries. Seriously, I need the gloves for sure. I can't figure out how to do the socks. I'm not putting socks in my microwave. That's weird. Like gloves is one thing, but like I'm not putting something with my feet in my microwave. I don't know. Like I have one of those hot bubbly bath things. I don't know where. I don't even know if I still have it. Actually, I did have one from when I was working. But like I feel like I literally need to just get a pot of hot water and just stick my feet in hot water constantly because that's about where I'm at right now. And so that's why I thought yesterday that like if I turned on my shower and just put hot water on my feet, it would help. It didn't. I'm literally wearing something on my feet right now. It's not working. My feet are still freezing. I'm about to wrap myself in a big heating pad. I have one of those that is like 3 feet long. I've never used it. Somebody bought it for me and like I've never used it, but I feel like pulling it out of my closet and seeing if it works. I've never opened it. I don't know why, but I need a heating pad just for my feet. They're frozen. So we found 2 places where Sydney may or may not have been getting out. That spot that she is fucked up 4 times in my fence. We just went and like at this point, we not only did we like fix it again for the 4th time, but then we like chicken wired the entire area. So if she can get through that, oh, I could never do a heated mattress pad. My room has to be subarctic in order for me to sleep. I can't stand being hot when I sleep. Quit. 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 Um But yeah, we chicken wired the whole fucking area. We were like, okay, that's it. So we chicken wired the whole area. So if she somehow gets out, she's literally she's literally floating through stuff at this point. No, I like to be cold when I sleep. The peepers. The peepers. The pepperoons. I love the pepperoons. Hi. I got to get him up for 4. Oh, we had to change Yoda's food. We had to change Yoda's food. I called Farmer's Dog today and I was like, she's still skinny as shit. I was like, what can we do to make her stop being skinny? And they're like, oh, well, we have her on 231 calories. And I was like, all right. She needs more calories. And they were like, all right. So the next step up, I was like, all right, how much is the next step up? She was like, it's $2 cheaper. What? I was like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. I was like, all right. I was like, what's the step up from that? She's like, $1 cheaper. All right. I said, what's the step up from that? She was like, $7 more a month. I said, so she goes from 231 calories to 350 calories. I was like, give me that one. And she's like, okay, well, if you want to start feeding her immediately, you can start like doubling up her food. And I was like, she'll run out. She's like, she will. And I was like, all right. And she was like, well, the next one's going to be shipped out in like 2 weeks. She's like, but you're going to run out. And I was like, all right. She's like, well, we would ship it like a week earlier. I was like, all right. I said, well, then when would I have to pay for it? She's like, like now. And I was like, fuck. So I had most of the money. I planned on putting a little bit more towards it next week when it came out. But I was like, it wasn't, it was like $30 different. So I was just like, all right, I just took it out of the little savings I've been squalling away, to get through the whole pay cut thing, and just ordered it. So they literally took it out like immediately, and they're gonna send it. So they said basically give her 40% of the bag each feeding. So it's going to be 2.5 feedings each bag instead of 4. She'll get like 2.5 feedings. So and then that'll be fine. And then they'll send her new stuff like a week early, I think. And it's gonna like be 1/3 more calories. So I was like, her energy is great. I'm like, it's working really good for her energy. I said, but she's still skinny as shit. I said, and then she'll eat her food, and then she'll eat like a whole bowl of kibble on top of it. And she's like, oh. I was like, yeah. I was like, we need to do something. I'm paying, $110 a month for her to essentially still eat kibble to a high degree. I was like, is there something we can do? And so I went 3 grades up, and just it ended up bumping it a whole $7 a month to go almost 100 calories more. So I was like, just do that then. I still can't believe the other 2 actually went down in price. Like, what? She was like, oh, well, you'd be paying this. And I was like, that's cheaper. She's like, it is. And I was like, all right, well, if that's cheaper, then what's the next step? And she's like, that one's $1 cheaper. And I was like, okay, well, then give me the next step. And then she's like, $7 extra total, not even a month, total, $7 total. That's like $1 a week. And I was like, give me that one. And then I asked him if he wanted me to keep her on beef and chicken. The chicken's a little bit more watery, so it's really frustrating to feed her because the bag gets like condensation more. But he said to keep it doing chicken and beef, so I was like, all right. Yeah. Honestly, like I thought like because she was like, well, we'll go up. And I was like, I can't afford up. Like, I can't afford up. But I was like, I could have just been happy and took the, $2 off type deal, and she would have got a little bump. Or I could have been happier and, got $1 off, and she could have got 2 bumps. But I was like, I'll just go all out and, spend, infinitely nothing, essentially, $1 extra a week, basically, to, almost add a whole nother 100 calories onto her. So, she'll still eat kibble. I know she will, but then maybe she won't eat as much. And like, what is the point in spending an ass ton of money for them to basically just eat a bunch of kibble? Like, if she's going to eat kibble, I'd rather her not eat as much kibble. She's fine. She's right here. She's not sleeping, but she's laying there. Bronx and Buddy are right here. Leia's right there, and then Pepper's right here, wanting her pets like she does because she's obsessed. DeRooney sissy. Miss Ma'am. Hey, Karen. You're snotting all over me, babe. You're snotting all over me. I wish all the battles that I did were as good as tonight. Everybody was like super nice, except for the one I fucked up in the middle, which I apologize profusely for. I couldn't see. They were drawing and I couldn't really see, but they had a higher voice. Whoops. I apologized profusely when I was done, though. I have people misgender me all the time when I'm just in comments. Yeah, and she had a thing. Oh, you put she, so I just said she. He had like a hat on, and you couldn't barely see. And I have people misgender me all the time in the comments, all the time, because my name is Ryan. So like if I'm commenting in somebody's live, if I happen to pop in, I'm trying to try to go into people's lives a little bit more often. There was like, hey bro, hey dude, and I'm just like, hey, like it is what it is. When you have a name that's usually more masculine, that's gonna happen. The only time I've ever been annoyed is when somebody calls me like a business. They'll call me and they'll be like, can we speak to Ryan? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, can we speak to your husband? And I'm like, no. And they're like, well, we need to speak to Ryan. I'm like, you're fucking talking to her, so start talking or I'm hanging up. I had that happen when I first changed my name. It happened like 3 times. Well, we need to talk to your husband. Number 1, no, the fuck you do not. You called my phone number. Number 2, I am Ryan, so start talking or I'm hanging up. Yeah, it was cool on the battles today. I put up those little I put up those little like goals and like we met 2 whole goals. Miss Ma'am. I met 2 whole goals. I've never had that happen before. Usually I usually don't even get 1 goal. What are you doing to yourself? Usually I don't even hit 1 goal and I hit 2. And I was like, that's awesome. What are you doing? What? What are you doing? What? You're being weird. Did you go get a drink and now you're choking? What are you doing? Weirdo. You just want attention. That's what it is. Because when you do that, then I pet you. Oh, look, I'm petting her and she's not doing it. I'm going to stop petting her and see what happens. Bronx does that. Bronx literally he'll start doing the reverse Chihuahua cough thing. So you pick him up and you try to comfort him. And he stops like he should. And then you put him down and he'll do it again. We learned that he learned how to play us because he'll do it and we'll pet him and we'll get him all happy and calm down. And then you set him down. He's like, and it's like, so you pick him up again and he quits. And you put him back down. I'm like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. No, we're not doing this. I don't know. I mean, I've not seen a whole lot of people named Rylan, so I don't really know. Oh, that's what it was. She was eating a couple kibble. There's a bowl of kibble here. I guess. She's eating kibble and it's getting stuck in her throat. Did you like the dinosaur that somebody sent back? She sent one of those big dinosaurs that light up the whole screen type dinosaurs. And I guess he's been wanting to send me a big dinosaur. And yeah, that's a reverse cough. I guess her son wanted to send me like this really big brontosaurus dinosaur graphic. And then one of my followers was like, "Is he still there?" And she's like, "Yeah." So she sends one so he can see it. Oh, how I have a dog that's a dinosaur because a Bronxy dinosaur. He got that name because he makes weird noises. Sometimes when he yawns, he's like, "Oh." So we call him Bronxy dinosaur. Don't we? So I'm sleeping. Leave me alone. Buddy's waiting. He's looking at me. He's waiting. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you? You're looking. Don't. No, ma'am. No, sir. Who's doing that? Sissy. Sissy noodles. Sissy noodles. Sissy. You are a grade A brat, dude. Brat. Brat. So there's a bowl of food down here, and Sissy's been picking at it, and Pepper's been picking at it, and Sissy's been picking at it, and Pepper's been picking at it. Well, Pepper was finishing up apparently the like last 3 kibble. Sissy is all the way like underneath my desk over here. She starts growling at Pepper. Pepper moves back like she does. Sissy goes to eat something out of the bowl, and Pepper ate it all. Easy butters. Well, you're just waiting, aren't you? You want me to put my hands down there, don't you? Hi. Come here. We're not going to do that. We're not doing that. No, no, no. No, sir. No, sir. Are you the sweetest butter that ever buttered? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. This dog is chill except for about 1 o'clock in the morning. So he's getting ready to do his little shit that he does. Right between 1 and 2 in the morning, he decides he's going to start barking at the wall, start yelling at the door. Don't you? You got to be a drama king about 1 o'clock in the morning for no reason other than just to be a butt. What? Well, I'm glad he enjoyed that. That was cool. Easy butters. I'm gonna make a. People were asking when I was gonna battle next, so I said I would do one tomorrow. I got to make the event, and then there were some people that were saying that they want to be notified when I battle. So I learned how to make an event, and then so that posts at the top of my page, so that anybody that comes to my page can see it, and then I can take that event and I can share it with people that I'm friends with. Which I don't friend people. I don't really like I don't follow people a whole lot, or mutually follow people. I tend to keep that kind of on the smaller side, but I've learned that with battling, you tend to, follow people that you battle, or especially if you want to get like word out on your battle. So I had to start following more people on that account. Work tomorrow, and I'm not going in for overtime. So my husband works tomorrow. I got to get up at 4. And then I think I'm going to take him to work. Because I got to stop to the bank and put in the portion of dog food money that I hadn't gone to the bank for. So I took it all out of my little saving that I have going. So I have to stop and put that money in. Yeah, and I put up a whole Smiley. Let me show you something. I put up 2 videos, but since you're here, I'll help you out. Hold on. I'll show you something. If I can get this there we go. So this is what the screenshot shows. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Hold on. All right, so this is what he says he got. Okay, and it looks completely legit. So I understand the confusion. Okay. So number 1, for Fancy Roast, how do you know who Fancy is? Okay. But more importantly, look up here. It says it came from Ryan Lee TM, and there's a green suitcase. Okay. This is what it looks like when you get a Cash App from me. It says Ryan Lee and there's no suitcase because it's not a business account. I sent somebody money and they screenshotted it so I could have proof. Yeah. So they fabricated it. Yeah. I did 2 videos on it because I did the first video and I showed my Cash App history. I was like, this is what I've done in the past 2 days. So that's a crock of shit. And then I realized that there was a suitcase next to it, which meant it was a business account. And that the name wasn't even correct. It says Ryan Lee TM. That's not what mine says when I Cash App somebody or somebody Cash Apps me. It says Ryan Lee. And even if you want to go the route of, well, she just changed her name to get rid of it. I wouldn't have dismantled my freaking business account if I had one. What would I have a business account for? I don't have a business. This isn't a business. It's a if you want to go there, it's a sole proprietorship where you don't have I don't have business incurrences. I would have no reason. People don't like. I don't have to pay things out of a business account, so I wouldn't have a business Cash App. That wouldn't make any sense. I have no idea, Susan. I have no idea. People are weird. No. It would have been a lot smarter if they would have decided to not pick the green suitcase. I mean, because then you could have literally argued, well, she just changed her name. Yeah, well, I'm not going to dismantle a business account if I had one, for damn sure. Yeah, she would have it. There's a couple of people who have Cash App me, or that we've done Cash App. There's like 3 or 4 people in here that could tell you. I just happened to be on the phone with Amy when I got off the live, and I called Amy and I was like, "Let me Cash App you something real quick." I said, "I want to see what it looks like when I Cash App somebody something," and she was like this, and I was like, "That's what I thought." Do I know who what? I have a couple suspicions of what happened with that screenshot. Either that's the real screenshot and they superimposed my shit onto it, or that can't be, because it said it was screenshotted yesterday. That's another thing. So that first original fancy roast was 3 days ago. Why would they have done it yesterday? That's weird. It says yesterday. So did somebody decide to change the profile picture and the name, Cash App it with that note, and then change their profile and their name? I don't know. I have no idea. But my name isn't Ryan Lee TM on my Cash App itself. That's the code. That's the hashtag, but that's not my name says Ryan Lee. And I don't have a suitcase, that's the biggest thing. I don't have a suitcase. Whoever that is has a business account. Oh, Mac. I was talking to Mac. Fancy's Mac. No. Come over here and lay down. You just finished that one. There's even still a little bit in there. Well, right. It would have been a lot smarter to not use one with a suitcase. I don't know. Look, here's the difference in the end. In the actual whole ass end. Do I need to defend myself? No. I don't. She knows I didn't do it. I know I didn't do it. But I did. But at this point, if people want to believe, they're going to believe what they're going to believe. That's how the internet works. You can show somebody all the proof in the world and they'll say, "Nope, didn't happen. That's not how it happened." Blah blah blah. No. Somebody came in I was live. I just finished my battles. And somebody came in and said that and I thought they were just trolling. And they're like, "No, there's screenshots. No, there's screenshots." Right. That's exactly it. Because they wouldn't have known that my name was Ryan Lee on there, apparently. But using the part the where they fucked up was with the suitcase. And it's not like, oh, well, she used a different handle. It shows Ryan Lee TM on mine. That shows that I'm not using some other fucked up handle. That's my hashtag. And I showed it perfectly fine. Well, good night, Audra. I don't know, Kayla. I don't know. Yeah, notice she wanted out for water. There's water right there. You can hear her drinking. You wanted me to let you out there to get water when there's water literally right here. What? What? Yeah. I'm on a live, but yeah, what's up? You're not on speakerphone. Go ahead. I know you know. Hmm. Yeah, where's the screenshot that we have though? Yeah, because I don't remember if that one did or didn't. I was gonna go back and look. No, because at first what I realized was I was like, because Aaron was like, your name is a different color, and I was like, what are you talking about? So I went to do the video, and I showed my the Cash App fucking history, and then I was looking at it, and I was like, I messaged Amy, and I'm like, let me send you Cash App. I want to see what it looks like real quick. And I realized the name isn't even correct. And there's no fucking green suit. I don't have a fucking business account. Like what? Oh, they can hear you. They just can't understand what you're saying. She says I can hear her mumble. Oh, she says that she can hear the voice, but not what you're saying. I don't have it on speaker. It's on my phone. That's not what happened though. That I'll when I get off of here, are you gonna be up for a while? Because I'll tell you what actually happened. That well, I could just tell you right now what happened. I don't care. These guys have already heard it. So basically, what happened was Emma was live, and I popped in there because me and Emma always pop into each other's lives. So I pop in, and I see that she's got at that point she had Miss M, Casey, um, hold on, Miss M, Casey, and somebody else. I don't even remember who it was. Oh, and Jeanette. And so I saw that the chat was full of people, both sides, and I was like, "This is weird." So I was watching, and they started talking about Sir Morbid and the fact that the way he body shames people, yada yada yada. And so there was something that was bothering me. Oh, see, I didn't know that. And okay. Well, so then we were talking about Sir Morbid. I hopped out there. I said there was something that was bothering me that had happened a couple weeks ago. I was on a panel, and he spent like a half an hour bringing up pictures of Bree's teeth and talking about her teeth, and it made me uncomfortable because I didn't think it was right. But there was 10 other people on the panel. I'm not going to tell the host what to do, and the chat was being his chat. So I just sat there and was quiet, and then I left. Well, it bothered me because I'm the type person who normally opens my mouth, but I also don't believe in not being rude to the host. So since I even saw Brie in there, and I was like, let me up on the panel for a second. I said what I said about the fact that it wasn't right, and that the way his chat is disgusting, and that I don't like what he does on his panels, and I think it's wrong. And so then I was quiet. I was just sitting there chilling, whatever. I don't know why I didn't drop down, but I was just sitting there. And then Morbid came up, and I was like, this is going to get so fucking hairy so fucking quick. And then Brie got on the panel, and then they went to put you on the panel, and they're like, if don't let her up, don't let her up. And I was like, don't tell the host what to do, man. Like, and so then you got up, you lost your noodle. And I was like, well, gotcha. Okay, so that's what she was talking about when you were yelling at her earlier. Got it. Okay. And I thought that was a completely different live. Okay. And then I had already set out a thing that I was going to battle at 9:30, and it was 9:23, and I was like, all right, peace out, y'all. I'm going to go battle because I was like, I'm not doing this. She says she doesn't care. She says she doesn't care that if you guys can hear her. I could literally put her on speakerphone right now. She's like, I don't care. Yeah, so I didn't know you had been on there before. I just happened to pop in there because I saw she was live. I was just gonna be on there. I thought she was gonna be talking to because sometimes she doesn't have a lot of people. I was gonna pop in, say hey, whatever, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I wondered why you were. I wonder, like, you're always volatile, but I've not quite seen you that volatile in a while. So it makes sense now. She said maybe a minute or like 2 seconds after we dropped down, she shut the whole thing down because then Morbid popped off and said something gross. Yeah, see, I left, but number one, it was just getting to be too much for me, and I had to go battle. So I was like, I'm just gonna go. Right. By the way, can y'all see how mad we are at each other? By the way, can y'all see how mad we are? We're infuriated. She knows that I absolutely did it. She is in. You can hear her screaming right now, can't you? Sh Yeah, she's absolutely infuriated that I did that. It's well, yeah, right, because it's just another time they're gonna try to jab us against each other. Here, I'll let you hear it, so just so you guys hear. You can hear how absolutely angry she is. Fancy, tell them how angry you are.
Oh yeah, I'm just so fucking angry. Like I can't believe you did that, Riley. Jesus.
She's infuriated. It's
So
look,
infuriated.
look. We have been around and around and around with this shit before, with people pointing us at each other. We already know at this point. Fuck it. Like unless there's no point. You're still on speakerphone, by the way.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, no fucking way. Amy said the same thing. She's like, no fucking way. I'm like, this is ridiculous. We already knew who did it because we already had the screenshots of them fucking admitting to doing it. Dreamer had already admitted to doing it.
Wait, what? What happened?
Already admitted. Dreamer, that fucking human ashtray admitted the night before that they did it when I was up on the Mobile's panel last night.
Oh, that they're the ones that actually paid for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that decided to fake me.
No, they didn't decide to do that until after I shut their bullshit down about the fact that, Dreamer was up there trying to argue with me because she didn't understand that the guy who pulled the pew pew and the Blueface guy were two totally different people. So she's like screaming at me,
Right.
I'm lying. She's like, you're lying. We paid for that, and he didn't. And I'm like, dude, you're not even talking about the same thing I'm talking about, you wackadoo. Like, you don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about blue balls, okay? I'm talking about this other dude, random guy who got so infuriated by what they were saying to him in the chat and riling him up against me. He thought I was talking mad shit to him. He pulled a freaking gun on me, and threatened my husband. This is not the same thing. You guys are. This has gotten out of hand.
Well,
I
know Pink Pony Club had gotten really pissy with me in some comments once, but I messaged her anyways. And I was like, so is your screenshot real then?
Right.
Because I want to know if her screenshot was real.
I know.
Because it literally says, now if it's real, then it's real. But what I thought was weird was it says to roast Brie. It didn't say Brie with the facts. It just said Brie. How would he know who the hell Brie is?
Well, because he'd already been paid by
well, right, but supposedly we didn't know that. if somebody just messaged him and was the same thing with you though, it says to roast Fancy. If I had done that in the beginning, in the original one, and I just cash apped him and was like, here, can you roast Fancy? He would know who the hell Fancy is.
I thought he was right.
Which is another reason why it didn't make no goddamn sense. I was like, well, then again, I was like, I can't wait for the inbox of me typing all this shit out too. I said, because if you can fake a fucking screenshot, the fucking inboxes are going to be next.
Yeah, it's absurd at this point. It's become absurd, and I'm over it.
I just want to know why I got drunk. You know what? Here's what Amy said the same thing. She was like, she goes, I was talking mad shit on him tonight. She says, why did they not blame Amy? Why do I keep getting blamed? I literally sat here and have been quiet, and I'm still being drugged the fuck into this.
Because they knew that I would never believe it was Amy.
Oh, well, I guess you could believe it's me then, I guess.
There would be no fucking way I would believe it. And so they know that you and I have a history and that we get on each other's nerves and we have a problem sometimes. And so they knew so they thought that they could use that and rile me up. And that's not what riled me up in the first place at all. I was pissed off because I'm tired of them just running around amok, just being jackasses.
And what I said was in that video, I was like, you think I couldn't just roast her on my fucking own?
Oh, right. I don't have to pay somebody to do my dirty work. I don't know about you.
Like,
gone at it just fine.
We have no problem going at each other. I mean, I think we've more than proven that.
You know way more about me than any of them.
Right.
So if you wanted to roast me, you would just do it.
Oh yeah, I got stacks on stacks. If I wanted to like gut her, I could. But like and not only that, more than anything, I'm sitting here talking about how my husband had a pay cut. Why the hell would I take money to do what I could do to begin with, and I could do it more effectively because I know more shit.
Right.
Yes. Haven't you guys roasted each other already? Yes. Yes. Were you guys not here from March until July?
Right. We've been there, done that. It's not going to happen. Like, just like Brandy and I. You know, Brandy and I had a pretty big disagreement a little bit ago. And we got into it. And we said some shit. And you know what? She still sent me a pickle. like seriously.
I seen her on your panel the other day.
Right. We're fine. We're both two alphas that freaking argue a lot. I mean, that's what happens. Because we don't see everything the same way.
Right.
Because we don't have echo chambers around ourselves.
Right.
Yes, dear. Yeah, I will. Let me go give Craig some insulin real quick and I'll come back now.
All right. If you want, do you want to just hop in the YouTube or?
In the YouTube or on the
I'm on YouTube right now. I'm on YouTube. If you want to, or just call me back if you want to.
I can't hop on YouTube.
Well, I know that. Well, I know. I meant like in the chat or whatever. If you want to just call me back, just call me back. I'll put you back on here.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, she's infuriated. She screamed at me a lot. I hid it. I made sure to be real quiet so you guys couldn't hear her screaming. And then when I got her calmed down, she let me put her on speakerphone. So the fuck. I can't with people. Yeah, they probably don't have Amy's. I had to ask for Amy's. I don't have it. Yeah, well, they also said that I freaking paid for her roast too, which I just showed that the names aren't even the same. And I sure as hell don't have a business account. So Yeah, but he also said some other guy was messaging him on Grindr. I went back and looked at some of the other videos, and he said some other guy was doing that too. I feel like that's a go-to. I feel like that's a go-to. That he's just gonna say, "Well, so and so's messaging me on Grindr," and you can make up those screenshots apparently because, well, they made this one. How hard is it really? Really, how hard is it? It's wild. I don't know why people do the things they do. Clicks and views, I guess. You have enough other content. Why are you trying to stir shit? And it's not going to work. We fell for it before. That's part of the reason we got so pissed off at each other. Legitimately. That's part of the reason we got pissed off at each other. I had people coming to me saying that she was saying shit that she wasn't saying. She had people coming to her saying that I was saying shit that I wasn't saying. And then, of course, you know, we both overreact and scream at each other in a public venue. So that didn't help. We've already done this. If I really wanted to roast her, I would do it on my own accord. Apparently, nobody remembers March through July because we had zero problem going at each other's throats. Exactly, or Kayla. It's exactly what it is. Yeah. That was a very uncomfortable 4 months, damn it. And not to mention the very first time I ever went on Morbid. That fucking disaster. Where Fancy fucking came up and just started at me. My feet are so cold. So when you were talking about my name being in a different color, were you talking about the suitcase? Because you were like, your name's a different color. My name wasn't a different color, but there was a suitcase next to it. Is that what you were talking about? The fact that there was a green suitcase next to it? It's a Sister Noodles. It was messy. We're messy. I'm messy. I don't know. Whatever. I never claimed to be perfect. Far from it. Far from it. So are you talking about the little stick figure? That shows how long that you've been a member. So like the very first time that you're a member, you have like the evil eye, then you have a potion bottle, and now you have a stick figure. See, like right there, that one, that's a first month, the one under you. Yeah, yeah. That's because that's a business account, and I don't have one of those. Yeah, you said my name was a different color. I'm like, what? My name was wrong, but it wasn't a different color. It looked legit though. I mean, props. They just weren't counting on the fact of catching the whole business thing and the fact that my name was wrong. And probably expecting me to just keep my mouth shut like I have been doing. Which, I mean, I could have done too, because everybody who knows me and her knows that I didn't do it. She knows I didn't do it. I know I didn't do it. Anybody that knows us knows I didn't do it. But I was like, fuck it. Because then everybody's like, oh my God, he has the receipts. No, he doesn't. Sissy, what do you want? What is the kitchen water better than the game room water? Like, what is the issue? She's like, I don't know. I just want to stand here and be difficult. There's still water in this bowl. What? Why are you like this? Just stand there and stare at me. Just stand like a statue. She's just standing staring at me. Weirdo. Yeah, and the photo of the dog isn't the original resolution either. That is accurate. Because you can see the difference. It's the other water under. It's close to an AC vent, actually. I didn't even think about that. Hold on a second. Oh, you're right. It's a different resolution. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell on here. You probably won't. But like on his, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell this on here. I can tell it on here. But and then mine, I don't know if you're really going to be able to tell. But the resolution is different. Yeah. Something seemed off about the picture. It was so weird to me. Actually, in the one video, I'm like, and if you look at this picture, and I went and looked at it because the dogs look different. I thought it was a different picture of the damn dog, to be honest. I was like, if you look at this picture, and I realized it was the same picture, but I was like, something looked weird. And then I just went into the fact of the other screenshot. You blew it up and compared the pixel size in Photoshop. The pixel shapes are square and some are circle. Aw. Wait, what? What happened, Sam? Did you send me something? My picture has circle pixels and his has square pixels. What happened? What? Wait, what? I don't think there's writing on his either. Oh, that's just the TikTok bar. That's just the TikTok bar. Yeah, that's not that. It's just the TikTok bar. Right, yeah, that's the Cash App because you sent so Sissy could have a Happy Meal one day. Yeah, I know that's your profession. I know. Hold on. I want to see something. I can't remember if it's in here or the other one. I could have swore he sent it to me separately, but I could be wrong. I swear it was, though. And I can't look in the other one. Shit. Well, no, that's my hashtag. That's the thing. That is my hashtag. The Ryan Lee TM is my hashtag. The name is wrong. That is my hashtag. The one that is in that picture that he has, that is my hashtag. But it has the username Ryan Lee TM. You were trying to see if you could find. I see what you're saying. Okay, hold on. Yeah, you know what? Here's something for you. There's the only two Ryan Lee TMs that come up. Hold on. Me and my husband. Yeah. He uses that one for savings. Speakerphone.
Okay. See, what you didn't know was that she had already been live for hours.
Oh.
With them. That was why Amy and I were like, what the fuck? She's still alive?
Oh.
With these idiots. Like, why is she still alive with them?
Right.
And I was trying to, this is the same thing I'm trying to tell Emma. Or I tried to tell Heather. Look. Emma's like, but I think we had some good discussions. No, you didn't have some good discussions because you're dealing with people who are habitual liars. So you're not having a real conversation with them, despite whatever it is they say, because they're just fucking lying. They're liars, and that's it. They habitually lie about everything, which means every conversation you have with them is total bullshit. That's the problem. They'll say something on your panel, and you'll be like, see, that was such a great conversation. And then 5 seconds later, they'll be on their own panel changing the whole fucking story.
Right.
That's the problem. You can't have fucking conversations with people that never tell the truth.
Right.
Right. You know, that's the thing. And like what they tried to do tonight to you. And it was pathetic. Pathetic. Absolutely.
There was a lot of people down in the comments sticking up for me, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before you got there, there was a bunch of people in the comments sticking up for
I'm
me.
sure there were, because there were people when I was up there that were in the comments sticking up for me. You know, it's just, this has become absurd. Like, this is to a level of insanity I've never encountered in my life.
Oh wait, what?
I said,
Not you.
Oh.
Was that the one from the other day, though? That's the one from the other day. Oh, somebody's messaging me. My bad.
Jesus, Morgan's still alive.
Yeah, apparently he showed the message. Apparently.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And they already knew that they said the same thing, that he was lying. Like, no, it's not from her. Absolutely not.
Oh, he said it wasn't for me too?
Yeah, we all said it. Nicole said it too. We were like, no, absolutely not. So, you know, I mean, it's just ridiculous that the lengths that they go to just try and cause shit.
The amount of lurkers I have on my YouTube right now is unreal.
Nice.
Yeah. I have a lot of lurkers in here.
Yeah. I see them.
Yeah. Lots of lurkers.
Yeah. It's insanity. This is all insane. When have you ever seen anything like this before? Ever?
I have no idea.
So, they just changed their stupid name.
Yeah.
And tried to make it look like you.
I know. I'm aware.
Which, you know, they might have got away with if they hadn't already admitted
Oh, no, that's different.
That they had done it. I muted myself, sorry. Oh, yeah. Gross. I just ate dog hair because it was on my fucking popcorn. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm silent, it's because I'm hooked on the app Travel Town and I can't stop playing. I'm listening though. It's an addicting merge game. We just spend the whole time merging.
Oh wow.
No, it's okay. Like, you know, I have 35-ish. Usually on average, I have about 35 people in here, and I've had an average of about 50. So I hope y'all are having fun. I said what I said, and I'll say it again.
Should I have lost my temper tonight? No, but you know what? I've had it.
You were more unhinged tonight than I've seen in a while.
I'd had a really bad day.
I'm gathering that.
Well, okay, well, I tried to go return my Temu shit, And the team label told that when I got the return, it told me I didn't need boxes or anything, no label, no nothing, just take it in there. I get there and he's like, no, you have to have boxes. And I'm like, are you serious? It said no boxes. He goes, no, Shein does no boxes. I go, well, I don't ever order from Shein, and I know that this said no boxes. He's like, well, I can sell you some boxes. And he's like, let's make it the cheapest I can. It's $10 for boxes. I'm like, I'm not paying $10 for boxes, dude. No fucking way.
I sent Temu shit back without a box. I've only ever had to take one thing in because it was more expensive. And
Right.
I didn't use a box.
Right. And so I was like, no, that's wrong, but whatever. So then I go to the post office to mail out the books, and I get this snotty freaking lady at the post office, and she's giving me these outrageous prices. I'm like, these are, if it fits, it ships boxes. What are you doing?
Right.
She's like, no, they're not. I'm like, yes, they are. No, they're not. And I said, this doesn't cost us on the website. And she goes, well, I'm sorry, maybe they have the prices wrong on the website list. I'm like, no, ma'am, I know what I paid. And she's like, well, no. And I'm like, why are you even arguing with me? If I said that it's something, I said, I'm going to go. I'm going to get my stuff and I'll just take it at home and I'll print them out at home. Why are you arguing with me? Why do you even care? If I'm wrong, that's on me. Like, you're literally arguing with me about a price that I already told you I don't want.
Right.
Like, I'm leaving. I was already out the door and she's like screaming across the freaking thing at me. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? So that happens. And I come home and I get into an argument, with the family over some stupid shit. Then I get on with the live, I get on that live and I'm all pissed off because of Bree and all of them. Then I go to my freaking battle and the bitch was using like 900 different fucking power-ups. Like, I mean, not just gloves. The entire time I was being hit with the freaking hammer, misted and gloved the entire freaking thing. And that was our cross-agency battle. It was supposed to be friendly for our teams to know each other, get to know each other and shit. And so I quit. I was like, nope, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of getting power-ups at the end of this because you acted like an asshat. And then she comes into my chat. She's like, I'm just a single mom trying to make Christmas money for my kids. I'm like, I don't care. I mean, good for your kids, but I'm just a grandmother trying to make money for my house. Everyone is trying to make money for some reason or another, But if you felt that that's the way you needed to beat me, was that you hit 20,000 before I even hit 500.
What the fuck?
Yeah, not even kidding you. Not even kidding you. I mean, I'm serious. Within the first 30 seconds, she was at 20,000, and I had barely even gotten started. And I was like, my chat was going off. They were pissed. And so I even had my agency in there. I had Zen in there, and I said, I'm sorry, I'm quitting. And I told him I will never, ever battle from their agency again because this is the third time I've had it done to me, and it's the third or fourth time they've done it to Nicole.
What agency is it that's doing it?
Burst.
Mm.
Yep. I said, this is, you obviously, she goes, and then to make insult to injury, the rep goes, well, you had all week to prepare for this. So if you didn't have enough boosts or power-ups, you could have gotten them. And I'm like, no, that's not even the point. The point is that's not how you play. Not a friendly game. Like, no. Sorry, but no. So I was like, screw it. I'm just not even going to let you get your power-ups because you won't. You'll win, but you won't. You will forfeit the match, and the match won't go all the way through. So you don't get your power-ups. Because I was like, fuck it. If they're going to be shitty and downright dirty, then I'm going to be shitty and downright dirty. Bye.
I saw the other day, I was watching, there's somebody who like records Adriel all the time. And she was in a battle. I think she had I'm not even kidding. I think she had maybe 5,000 and the other guy had 79,000. 79,000. I was like, oh my God. She rage quit.
Yeah, she's like, I did rage quit. She was like, I saw your battle last week with Little Mo or whatever, and you brought a lot of steam. I don't know how many gloves you threw. I'm like, I threw 2 because that's what you do. You don't throw more than 2. And you know what? If you were losing completely and nobody was helping you, I would have sent people over to your live to help you.
Right.
But you played dirty, and I'm not going to sit here and have that happen to me. It's not worth it to me. I'm just going to exit the game. There's no sportsmanship in what you're doing. So this is a game. It's not a freaking war. It's a game. You know?
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is ridiculous. I came against your opponent, your friend, with 2 gloves and a strong ass team. I still didn't make it up over 25,000. That was one team. By the time we were done, Ryan, she was literally like at 70,000, like you said. And then she was still misting me and still hammering me. And
that's just wasting mists. When you're that far ahead, that's just wasting mists.
Yeah, you're just wasting it. You came with everything you had. Does that make you feel good that's how you had to beat me?
Oh, I literally tell people if I'm way ahead, I'm like, don't waste your power-ups. Just don't even waste them.
Right.
Yeah, today I had 3 really good battles, and I sent my team over on all 3 of them.
Yeah. We're always very sportsmanlike in Zen. That's how we've been taught to play. I was like, well, you should have messaged me days ago and told me you only wanted to use 2 gloves. I said, because this was a friendly counter-agency tournament, I thought the rules were already established.
Right. I didn't know you had to message people for battles anyway.
I didn't know you had to message each other to not be dicks.
Right.
Like, so sorry. And then she tells me, well, I'm just a mom. I'm like, well, so am I. So.
Right.
So yeah, I was in a pissy mood when I came up on that panel already because I was already fucking pissed at them.
Right. Understandable.
Yeah, that's why I was so spicy. And fuck them. They deserve it.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on the entire time. I'm just like, wait, what?
The only thing that was upsetting was it upset my daughter. That's why she came out and yelled at me like that. Because she's tired of it. She's like, I hate these people. And she came out later and she's like, I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm like, she goes, I feel like I made you look stupid. I'm like, no, you know what, Abigail? It shows your frustration just as much as anyone else. This is affecting my family because you guys are totally fucking dickheads.
Right.
You don't think about how this is affecting my children. For what? For me doing nothing to you? I don't do anything to any of those people.
Right.
So what did you say you said when you were up there that you only got to say one thing?
That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say.
What was it?
All I said was that I was on Morbid's panel, and we were discussing different things, and he kept babbling on about her teeth and pulling up pictures of her teeth. And I think that's ridiculous.
I agree. I've never fat shamed her. I have never done any of those things because I don't think that's right. I made one video that was out of line. And it was because she had been on and on and on and on about my miscarriage. So I lost my shit. And of course, Pink Cat was riling me up, at that point in time, calling her a warthog and all these different things. And that's when I lost my shit and I made that video and all I said was, how in the fuck are you going to sit over here and call me a liar when you're a whole ass fucking man? So you knew I wasn't a man. I said, no, I did not. I literally thought you were trans.
Right.
I wouldn't have said it otherwise. Because
right.
I have a trans child.
Right.
So fuck you and your bullshit. I just was tired of you fucking hammering on me, talking about how I'm lying about my miscarriage from 30 years ago. And you're supposedly, pretending to be a guy, not a guy. I don't fucking know what you're doing. I made one video. You know what? I took it down immediately. And I apologized for it.
Right.
That's the one moment of weakness that I had in this whole 10 fucking months of hell. And you guys want to bring that up. Fuck you all. Jeanette chick. She just pisses me off all the way. I hate her more than I hate Brie. Because she's so freaking condescending.
Right.
Crystal and her are the worst. Sheena's pretty bad too, though. But
she actually got up on my panel and actually said like she appreciated what I said about Brie, and I was like, well, I appreciate that you appreciate it.
Sheena.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Okay, I'm right here. Yeah, well, that is pretty shocking. But she's usually one of the worst of the worst.
Well, yeah, because she was like, apparently she said something in the chat and she was like, okay, well, I'm going to go now. And I was like, I didn't see anything. So apparently she repeated it again. She was like, I just repeated it. I'm like, literally, it's not showing up. So all of a sudden I seen somebody request the box and I'm like, oh, fuck me. I was 3 minutes from battling. And I was like, I finally got in a good headspace after getting out of that fucking live. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to fucking sit here and argue. And she got up. She was actually very civil. It was actually very civil. I was very shocked. And then just got down and left.
Oh. See, that's the other problem. Is they try to use that we're so volatile, that we're so angry, that we yell and this shit, and that they don't. And they're like, see, you can't even have a logical conversation with her. No, you can have a logical conversation with me just fine, except the fact that none of you are fucking logical. And then you all sit over here and passively aggressive say shit. So it makes us look like complete freaking psychos, when truthfully, the psychotic thing to do is be the one that's calm and collected in all of this, and gaslighting a person into thinking that they're crazy.
I'm apparently crazy. I send cash apps in my fucking sleep, apparently, because not only that, it goes to show exactly how much people do not pay attention when they are trying to fuck shit up. They said that it was sent at 11:36 in the morning. Where am I at 11:36 in the morning?
Bed.
Exactly. I go to bed at 8 in the morning, so apparently I send cash apps in my sleep. As soon as I seen the time, I was like, yeah, that's completely fucking inaccurate. I am in bed at 11:30. Like, have I stayed up till 12 before? Yeah. Have I stayed up till 11 before? Yeah. Is it normal? No.
No.
Because she's called me before and I've been like, I'm in bed.
No, like, that's the funny thing about it. Like that happened to my daughter too, when they were trying to set my daughter up a long time ago. Like, her friend did the same thing. She was like, the post was made at like 9:30 in the morning. And this is when Sarah was being homeschooled. And I was like, I can 100% vouch for the fact that Sarah was not up at 9:30 a.m. doing anything.
Right.
She was in her room, a fucking sleep, because I just woke her up.
Absolutely.
So, like, it's ridiculous. And usually when you stay up till 11 or 1, it's because you've chosen violence for the day.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, like the last times, I can actually count on my hands, like the last times I've stayed up a stupid time, and that was like when the guy came to mow my yard or things like that. And like, I don't usually tend to stay up stupid times. And I was definitely asleep. So as soon as I seen the time, I was like, really? I was like, are you even going to pay attention? I was like, the only time that I'm like functioning as a human being is from 4 p.m. till 8 a.m. Right. So it would have made a lot more sense for it to have been sent then, because from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m., I'm in some form of sleep somewhere in there. Duh.
It's just so funny because he just lost any amount of credibility he had. He just lost it. And what I think is really funny is, like, if he's really being sued, like he's claiming, which I think he's pulling a Natasha Cooper, because I can't find that lawyer or anything about a lawsuit anywhere. But if he's being sued, every single one of those people that was sued, that he said was suing him, he got those things from public records. Okay, so technically he didn't defame them. He didn't do anything except for putting their fucking name, things on his body is fucking bizarre as hell shit. But he didn't do anything that they can really go after. He's right. But what he did to you and to me, he full on lied about it, and he lied without ever doing any fact checking at all, not looking anything up, and just took the word of these idiots. So technically, we have a case. Those other people, I don't know if they do or not. You might have lied about some of the things, but seriously, dude, you fucked up. Just freaking go away now.
I just don't understand the point. There's other content he could have done other than trying to put up some fake screenshot to get you pissed off at me. Like, there's other people that are wanting people to get roasted. So just do what you're doing. Like, I don't understand what is the point in continuing this particular one, especially when I have sat here and been like ridiculously quiet for me. Like, I normally am whatever. And, like I said, I decided back in September that like, I'm not going to do this. And the only reason I was even pushed to that point is like, because it was so fucking just dumb. And then I made my one video, I had my one live, and I was done. Matter of fact, in one of the videos, he's literally like, Ryan's been keeping her mouth shut. Exactly. Fucking exactly. So why are you dragging me into shit? Why are you dragging me into this? It's
he's an idiot.
It's dumb. Like, why are you dragging me into shit? Although I will say this, anybody else want to take a bet on the fact that he's going to get a tattoo of her?
Oh God.
I've been thinking about it. Usually when he goes really hard on somebody, he usually ends up getting a tattoo. You're going to have your face tattooed on him. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Lovely. That's disgusting.
It's kind of funny.
That's a whole nother level of psychotic. You know what I mean?
It's weird.
It's very weird. To me, that is full on psychopath.
Well, I mean, if that's what makes you happy, that's what makes you happy, I guess. I mean, I've got lots of tattoos, but I don't tattoo random people on me. That's not my cup of tea, but I mean,
it's kind of strange. I mean, that just seems beyond weird. Dude, he roasted a fucking baby. Like, what is wrong with you?
That was wild. And what's weird is, considering the crew that he's hanging out with the whole, no, kids are off limits, there's literally a video of him roasting a baby.
A child, a tiny little baby.
A baby, like a baby. Like a baby. He roasted a baby.
Yeah. True story, bro. And then on top of that, he's friends with this guy who admits that 3 times he tried to unalive a 3-year-old.
The only part that and what I'm about to say actually does not have to do with him. But what I found ironic is if Midnight is so pressed that my husband knew a guy 5 years ago who did something stupid.
Right.
And now they're friends with this guy who was friends with somebody who did something stupid 5 years ago. How is it any different?
Right. How is that any different?
Nobody asked him to roast a baby. What happened was somebody commented about like being a mom or something. Like, I could literally show you the video. Like a mom commented or something, and he was like, why don't you go, or he was like, and speaking of your baby, and shows a picture of the baby and was like, why don't you get this old man life alert and shit like that.
Right. And the baby has like a condition, I think, that makes it like that. So
yeah. So kids are off limits unless they run with them, and you're allowed to be friends with somebody who did something shitty 5 years ago as long as you're not me. So
right.
I feel the hypocrisy, and that doesn't even have to do with him. Like, I could be talking about Joe Schmo. Like, this to me, this has nothing to do with him. This has to do with the fact of you're going to get on me because my husband knew a guy 5 years ago who did something stupid, and we haven't talked to him in 4 years, while being friends with somebody who had the exact same scenario. You can't say it's okay for that person and not okay for mine. That's just weird and hypocritical.
No, you can't.
And I don't even get, this is not even about him at that point. The point is, now you're friends with somebody who was friends with somebody who tried to kill a 3-year-old. Like,
right. Like, what are we even really talking about here? Like, this is insanity. Insanity.
Here's my thing. He's 1,000% right. It was 5 years ago. What the fuck does it matter? That's been my point this entire time since March. It was 5 years ago. What is the point? That I'm with him 1,000%. What is the point?
For sure. For sure. For sure. Exactly.
Yes, Smiley.
You know, but who was that?
She said, I think the issue is the person who did it fancy knows and you know. Oh, yeah.
That woman is cuckoo cuckoo. There was something seriously wrong with that girl. like seriously wrong.
I have literally kept my mouth shut for almost exactly 2 months now. I just don't understand why it is continuing. Like, I have literally not exactly waved a white flag, but I've literally just left everything alone. And I don't understand why. I don't understand it.
Exactly. Well, I could count on one hand how many times I've ever talked.
Smiley, you can message me on TikTok if you want to go back and forth.
Seriously. Like, how often have you ever heard me actually talk about her? Never. I don't talk about her at all, and then she's just completely a fucking douche nozzle. And that's, I honestly, I've said nothing about her. My beef wasn't even with her. I didn't even realize she was all these fucking people, which is even crazier. You know, like, it's so bizarre. I don't know why it's gone on for 10 months. Because they know that they can't get to me. They know that they don't, because I don't give a flying fuck. You know? Seriously. I don't care about Blueface. I don't care about any of them, to be honest with you. I don't give a flying fuck. You know? I just think it's weird how obsessed they are. They're fully obsessed with us, and that is just beyond weird. Oh, hey, Smiley. I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, weird. That's weird. I could see you talk. Oh, I think you have a lag between what you're saying to me and what's going on.
Check messages where? Well, she told me to check my messages. I went to TikTok and there's nothing there. I checked my messages. Where did you send something? I checked Facebook. I checked TikTok. Where did you send it? Because it's not there. I'm sorry, Amber. Notifications suck. I'm sorry you don't get them.
Yeah, my people have been saying the same thing. They haven't been getting notifications on YouTube.
Yeah,
I should sue the Temu chat base. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
I don't want nothing to do with nobody. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I'm leaving everybody alone. Leave me the hell alone, dude. I have actual real life shit that I have to deal with that's already stressing me out to my fucking eyeballs. I don't need a bunch of internet bullshit. I'm too old for this shit.
Exactly. Dude, I don't have the energy for this shit. And if we did all the things that they accuse us of ever fucking doing, dude, we'd never get anything else done. You know?
Right.
Right. I mean, like, it's just crazy to me. And they couldn't come up with one thing. Like, okay, Jeanette, what have I done to you? Nothing. All right, Crystal, what have I done to you? Nothing. The only person who I've actually even gone at all has been Bree. I don't even know any of those other women.
I don't have anything on Facebook. I messaged you back on TikTok, but I don't see anything on Facebook. Just so you know. All right. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pop off because I already taken my pills and I'm getting tired.
All right.
It's been a rough day. My legs have been completely insane today. Like, just jerking uncontrollably for no reason. Oh. It happened while I was even in the doctor's office. She's like, that's not normal. I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. So, but anyway, all right. Well, you have a good night. Bye, everybody in chat, and we'll talk later.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Somebody sent me a message. Right? Oh, there we go. Hold on. Yeah, I just want to just leave me be. Just leave me be. All gulp things to say. Oh, okay. Got it. Jeebus Christmas. Okay, yeah, I got a bunch of messages. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, it was in my spam folder. It's 2:00. How long have I not? I've been on 2 hours. I'm not exactly sure what exactly she's trying to tell me. I'm getting a little confused. I'm getting like 17 messages from 17 people. You're watching me and a documentary? Just don't get us confused. Everything said here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Documentaries are all real. I just live in a land of yeah. Yeah, remember when you accidentally blocked somebody because you were changing his diaper and he blocked somebody? What are you doing? Lay down. She's like, I don't know what to do. I appreciate all the lurkers in here giving me ad revenue. I appreciate you. Thank you. They are. At least I'm getting ad revenue from them. Whatever. Look, here's the deal. If I super cared about the things I was saying, I wouldn't be doing them publicly. I wouldn't be doing them on a live. I wouldn't be doing them in a place where people could easily access it. Obviously, everything that I say, I'm saying publicly. I'm just confused. I don't really understand the point. You're gaming while you listen. What game are you playing? Still life? What is oh, wait, what? What is still life? No, I'm not gonna be mad at you. Oh my lord. It was an accident. What game are you playing, Miss? Are you playing Life is Strange too? Oh no, wait, what? What are you playing, Miss? Are you playing Call of Duty? Do you still play Final Fantasy? We need to play again. I'm slowly getting all of my crafting up. I've got 2 at 100. All of them are in the 90s. All of them are at 94 or above. So I got my Fisher at 100 and I got 2 of my crafters at 100. And I have spent millions upon millions of dollars doing this. Like I can blow through 2 million a night doing this. It's awful. Basically, your friend dies and you find a photo of you holding a gun and then you have to figure it out. It's from the same developers of Final Fantasy. Nice. I never played any of the Final Fantasy games except for 11 and 14, which were both like sub games. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. Well, I mean, at least you're up, I guess, Sam. An odd GIF, but why not? My ankles are frozen. Why are my ankles so cold? Oh my God. Look, when you have this much extra weight on you, you should be warm and insulated. Why cannot not be warm and insulated? I am freezing and this sucks. I haven't been this cold when I was skinny. What was it? 3 years ago, I dropped 50 pounds out of stress and I wasn't this cold. I'm frozen. Oh my God. About to go just freaking marinate in my tub of scalding hot water just so I can function again. Seriously, from my ankles down, I'm literally an ice pop. Like literally, it's so bad. It's not that cold outside. My house is the same. Okay, look. In winter and in summer, I keep my house at the same thing. I keep it at about 72 degrees. It is 71 degrees in my house right now. There is zero reason I should literally be this freaking cold. My house is in the winter, in the summer, it's always 71, whether the heat is on at 71 or the air is on at 71. There is zero reason I should be this fucking cold. I am frozen. The only thing I can think of is that we had the air on for 71 because we like it really cold when we sleep. The only thing I can think of is it went under 71 because the heat needs to turn on, is the only thing I can think of. I feel like I'm gonna go look and see what it is in here because I am frozen. Sissy, if you want your damn water, you better come out here and get it now. No. Out. You out, you in. Blanket. Well, sheet. I'm wrapping around my feet right now. All right. So, I was right. It is 68 degrees in the house. I have a towel warmer by my desk. Oh, that's a really smart idea. I wish I had an outlet. This room holds all of our electricity. We have these 6-foot, we have these like 6-foot power strips. We have like 5 of them. Everything is from in this room basically. Yeah, so I went out there to check and my thermostat set at 71 and my house is at 68 because I had it for air, not heat. So I put the heat to 70 just to get it up to at least 70. So now I grabbed this sheet that I usually use when I'm out just sitting on the couch, and I'm wrapping it around my ankles. Don't. Do not. Get back in bed and lay down. Nobody is doing anything. You don't need to do your crazy little girly runaround thing. What do I do if the electric goes out for the tanks? So what we plan on doing, if we've had to do this before, if the power goes out, there's nothing we can do for the fish tanks. We cannot move hundreds of pounds. Okay. One time we lost power for, it was like 4+ days. And we lost power for like 4+ days. And when we did that, at the other end of the house, my daughter had a betta fish tank and the water got too cold for the fish. That was the only issue that we had, was the water got too cold when we lost power for 4 days. Now, if that happens in this winter, because it happens about every 2 or 3 years, if it happens this winter, we have a generator, which only powers X amount of things, which would be our 2 electric fireplaces. Okay. And then we try to like charge our phones when we can. And then we have lots of candles, lots of whatever. And then we have a wood burning fireplace. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get a clothesline and clip blankets to block off the air from the wood burning fireplace room, because it's nice and big. We can pull the couch in there, whatever. And then if we have to sleep in there, we'll have, the electric fireplaces, which we'll keep in there for the, actually, no, what we're going to do is, if that happens, we'll pull the ferret, we'll pull all the reptiles into that room, line them on the walls, and keep the fireplaces going. And then we'll pull out his mattress, and we will sleep in that room with heat, with the dogs and stuff, so that everybody's warm if that happens again this year. Unfortunately, it's something you have to plan for, because we get ice storms. And the very first year that we moved down here, sorry, it wasn't the first year we moved down here. My daughter was 7 months pregnant. Not 7 months. I'm sorry. She was about 4 months pregnant. No, hold on. She was about 3 months pregnant, I think. And I can't do math. Maybe it was 4. I don't know. It's really bad. Anyway, the power went out for, it was like 4+ days. And we couldn't just leave everything here with no food, no nothing, whatever. So we hunkered down with we didn't have a generator at the time. So, and all the generators were sold out. For miles and miles and miles and miles. And you couldn't even get out because everything was just a disaster. So we were lucky enough to find wood, absorbently priced. And we kept the wood burning fireplace going. And we all kind of stacked in there. And then when we slept, we basically had a bunch of blankets, and it was bearable. Now, since then, we have more animals, since that was, a couple years ago. But I wanted to come up with a plan in case, because it's been now last year, we lost power for about 2 days, but we had a generator. So we had the generator. But we dismantled one of our electric fireplaces because it was too big. So we're going to build a case for it that's going to be smaller, more compact, easier to move. And then I have the one in my room, which we can pull out, obviously. So we'd have the generator with, at least X amount of heat, and then we can all kind of pile in because it's a big room. It's another living room. It's the big room that Yoda was sitting in the all by myself video. And it's got plenty of room that we can, throw a couch in there, throw the tanks in there, throw whatever we need to do. So I'm hoping that it doesn't happen. But we had to have a plan, because I'm like, if this happens again, I don't want to not be prepared. The first year we moved down here, and the winters weren't bad. When we moved down, and then that year we had an ice storm like nobody's fucking business, and we were not prepared. We did not have a generator. We did not think it was going to be that bad down here. And they literally, right after that happened, we went before the next winter and got a decently sized generator. Yeah, he wants to start having fires. My neighbor chopped down the tree that was about to fall on my house. And there's a shit ton of wood on her property. And she said we can come get as much as we want. So we're going to go get some of the wood, and we're probably going to start doing some fires in the house anyway. But this way I want to get it. As you guys know, we cleaned off the back deck really good, because it was just a jumbled heap of just stuff. And so we cleaned it off really good. So we'll have a place, because it's a covered porch, that we can put a bunch of wood on there so that it's dry in case we need it in an emergency. So but yeah, we have a plan. There's not going to be anything I can do for the fish tanks. I can't move them. So it's going to be a crapshoot with the fish tanks. There's nothing I can do. The hermit crabs don't need a heat pad. It's just extremely recommended. As for everything in the living room, we can, the bigger hermit crabs, again, we'd cover them up with blankets. That's what we did last time, is we covered the lizards with blankets. We can just roll the ferret in there. We can cover up the tanks the best we can. We can even move the tanks if we have to. None of them are not movable. Yeah, I think we had one fire the whole. We had one fire like the whole summer, basically. We had like one, maybe two fires the whole summer. You just got a notification for my live. Great. It's been going on for 2 hours and 19 minutes. So that's pro. Yeah, I would have never thought I would need, it's wild, because in Michigan, where, I mean, it's standard to get 18 inches of snow. I can't even remember the last time that we lost power for more than a couple hours in Michigan. Kentucky, nope, we lost it for days, twice. But it's because down here, what happens is ice on the lines. And it takes a lot to resolve that, because then, they snap, whatever, and it gets really treacherous. And with all the hills and everything, it's super easy to just slide and keep sliding, essentially. So I think it'd be smarter if I just wrap my feet in the blanket completely and just take my feet out of these. I feel like it'd be smarter. Let's see. Let's try that. I wrapped my feet. Now I can tell you it's already getting warmer in here. It's definitely getting warmer in here. Yeah, we like never, the worst time we ever lost power, I want to say it was in like 2003 or something. We lost power for like a week in the summer. In the summer, we lost power for like a week in Michigan. And I don't even, it had something to do with the power grid or something. It was hot. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened, but we lost it for like a week. But other than that, like in winter, that's why we didn't really think we needed a generator. We'd never had that in Michigan. Why the fuck would we need it in a southern state? And we moved here in winter. So it was the second winter we lived here. Sorry, the first year we moved in winter. The second year was fine. The third year's when it happened. No, I hate snow. Yes. That's what I'm talking about in 2021. 2021, we lost it for like 4 days to a week. It was bad. It was real bad. It was actually, if I remember correctly, and I could be 100,000% wrong. Let me see. I want to say it was sometime in February. Hold on. Ice storm. I want to say it was around fucking Valentine's Day. 2021, Kentucky. Yep. The storm caused Kentucky's largest recorded power outage. 609,000 homes and businesses lost power. Winter storms across Kentucky in February 2021 led to a hypothermia death and fatal traffic accidents. Power outages around the state eclipsed 150,000 as ice was followed by heavy snow accumulations. It was awful. It was awful. It got so cold in here, my thermostat wasn't registering how cold it was. It just crapped out at 50. It just was like, we don't know how cold it is in here. It crapped out at 50. It was February 15th and 16th. I said it was around Valentine's Day. I remember it being around Valentine's Day. You lost it for 16 days. I live on the outskirts of the city. In the boonies-ish. And apparently there was a really bad one in 2009, but I wasn't here. And apparently there was an even worse one in 1994. In 1994, January 18th to 20th in 1994, it was negative 37 degrees in Shelbyville. Hold on. I want to see hold on. Lowest temp in Michigan. Okay, so it was negative 37 in Shelbyville in Kentucky. So let's see. Negative 51. 1934. It was negative 51. Only 11 other states have had a colder low than Michigan did. The only ones that have ever been colder is Alaska, duh. Colorado, Idaho, Minnesota, duh. Minnesota gets wild. Montana, New York, North Dakota, Oregon, South Dakota, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. New York shocks me. I can't believe New York had one that cold. And it was in Vanderbilt, which I don't even know where that is. The hottest that Michigan has ever been is 112 in 1936. Well, I remember it being like 108, 109 before. Well, I wonder what the hottest is in Kentucky. Now we're just going down stupid rabbit holes. Hold on. Hottest day in Kentucky. In 1930, 114. It's been I think the highest I've ever seen it here was like 104. Which it actually reached this summer because that's why I remember it. I remember it was 104 one day. Hottest day in Kentucky 2024. Let's see. What? Guess my car's wrong. The hottest day of the year was in Russell County with a peak temperature of 93.4. That is a crock of shit. That is a crock of shit with a heat index of 103.1. Crock of shit. Hold on. Oh, that was in July. My bad. Sorry. Okay, hold on. July, it got to be 105. Okay, I was going to say, what the hell? But it said heat index of over 105. August 29th, many hit over 100, but kept it under 105. Well, here we go. Here we go. What? Yeah, down the rabbit holes. I always forget in some. Yeah, you're forgetting you're in Canada or something, right? You have Celsius. So that's. Oh, wait. No. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm reading that wrong. My bad. I'm sorry. West Virginia, Ohio, and Kentucky all have fairly average hot days. The average hottest day is 114.2. 114 in Kentucky. It can get to be 134 in California. I guess Kentucky and Michigan are about the same. They're the same color. California, the highest it's ever been was 134. Arizona did 128. Nevada did 125. In 2021, the new hottest day happened in 3 states: Washington 120, Oregon 119, and Utah 117. Oh, good night. Good night. Good night. What time is it? 2:30. Nice. Well, my feet are starting to warm up now, finally. Thank God. All I had to do was wrap them in a blanket. Yay. Oh, Pepper's laying on Bronx's butt. Why are you just looking at me like that? Why you look so sad? You look sad. Yeah, I am sad. Good night. Is his butt a good pillow? Well, why don't you lay on my feet and warm up my feet? Warm up my feet. They're cold. They're actually starting to get kind of better, though. I need to change my clock. My clock still hasn't changed. There. Now I have an accurate clock. A. We got anything else to talk about? No, I fixed it. I fixed my car clock and I fixed my room clock. I fixed those pretty quick. But the place where I spend the most time just now got fixed. Because I have this clock right here on my computer. I have the one on my phone. So I didn't bother to fix that one, but I fixed it now. Anything else we can talk about? I think I'm talked out. Well, I went live at 9:30. until 11-ish. So I already had talked for like 2 hours before I got on this live. So now I'm kind of talked out. All right. Well, y'all are being quiet, and I ran out of shit to say. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I am going to do a battle tomorrow, probably somewhere in the 9-10 o'clock area. I'll make a live event for it for those of you who want to show up. So, oh no, look at this. Now somebody's actually showing up. Hi, how you doing? I was literally getting ready to log off. I was like, all right, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Yeah. So everybody else is being quiet. We've been sitting here chilling, and I went on live for like 2 hours. I started live at like 9:30, and I got off around 11, somewhere around 11:30 after I did a battle. And then I got on here. I said I'd be back in 10 minutes, but it took me more like closer to a half an hour because I got on the phone. And then I got on live, and now I don't know what to talk about because we've been talking for 2 hours and 2.5 hours. And I talked for like an hour and a half, 2 hours before that. So kind of talked out now. And everybody got really quiet. I don't know if they're all sleeping, playing games. I don't know what they're doing, but they're like, I've had like probably 30 lurkers the entire night, just sitting, chilling, not saying nothing, which has been like odd, but whatever. I've been staying above, like, normally my average is about 35, and I've been averaging 45 to 50 the entire night, which is just weird to me, but whatever. More ad revenue. I really don't care. So, but guys are still being quiet. So I will set the live event and message you guys. I started spinning, but it was your. I still have internet, but then again, it is getting to be about 3 o'clock, so I might end up losing it again. I did get my Ethernet cable. My Ethernet cable got delivered today, so hopefully Sunday he has it fixed. My Ethernet cable finally came. I ordered one on Amazon. I said, fuck it. So hopefully we have that fixed so I don't have this freaking drama with this damn live anymore where I can't. Oh, my feet are getting really cold again. Where I can't do anything because it wants to kick me off at either 12 or 3. So, yeah, it's 50 foot. I actually ordered the right one, and it actually came the right one. I ordered the 50-foot one from Walmart twice, and they gave me 10 inches both times. I have a feeling a man packaged it, but whatever. So I'm going to make that event and send out the event thingies tomorrow as soon as I find out what's going on. So, but other than that, I'll be on here. I should be on here tomorrow night. Saturdays are kind of Saturday nights and Sundays are always a little bit of a crapshoot. Just, because I want to spend time with him while he's home. So, but I will be on TikTok at some point for at least a little bit so I can do some battles. So, but I will see you guys later. Bye.